Going on, y'all? We about to get into some stops, man. I'm about to share my screen in just a second so you can see it. I think it's working. Y'all let me know if it's working or not. I really don't know. What's going on, everybody? Y'all let me know. Let me know how the audio is. It's only my second time going live on YouTube, so I'm still trying to figure out how it works and stuff like that. So bear with me, man. Bear with me. Give everybody a couple minutes to kind of hop on and whatnot. Y'all let me know what y'all watching this week. Let me know what y'all watching before we get into it. What's going on? What's going on? Fabulous Fab. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got. Let's see if the I don't know if the pre-market is open yet or not. Let's see. Is it open? I'm not too sure. Let's see. What's the date? The 17th? Yeah, it is open. Okay. All right. So pre-market is open a little bit. Looks like might be a little red, maybe. I don't know. We're kind of stagnant. But the bigger picture for SPY is we need to break this range, right? To get some upside, we have to break out this range that we've been in for the past, since November, right? So it has been super hard to trade, man. If you have had success trading, you're doing really good. All right, and if you haven't had success, then that's okay. It's been super difficult to trade. This is what you've been trying to trade. We've just been going up and down, up and down, up and down. You have no direction, So don't be discouraged if you've had a rough couple months or, anything like that. There are some stocks that have been running, but you kind of have had to just hop in and kind of catch it. It hasn't been a lot of great setups lately. A lot of the good setups that I've seen lately came from like just buying a dip, right? And I have a stock that I do like this week that I'm gonna share with y'all that I think might be a really good opportunity. I did talk about this one on the live yesterday, but just in case you were not able to, check it out, I'll show you again right here. So this is PayPal. This is something that I'm watching very heavily this week. So PayPal, from the daily chart, we always want to do top-down analysis, okay? And you want to do top-down analysis because you want to understand what's going on a larger time frame. All right? So on a larger time frame, PayPal has fallen to a support, okay? So this has been a support in September of 2024, October of 2024 and November of 2024. And now we are right back down to it again. Notice the times that we've came back here, we bounced to 82, we bounced to 87, and now we'll see what we bounce to again, right? So I don't think it's crazy to think that we can bounce to 80 plus easily. It's kind of what I'm looking for. All right, I have some targets up here. I have this, the top of this little high right here around 79.7. And then you also have what's called a gap above. All right. So you have this gap right here. My second take profit is 82.66 where the gap starts, and then of course 86 where it fills. All right. Now, this had a fall from earnings that it kind of just continued to fall, and I've been waiting patiently for it to come back down here. Also, when you start to come down to the smaller time frames from the 4-hour, this is bullish divergence. So you have the stock price making lower lows and the RSI making higher lows, right? And you kind of see that we're getting a little bit of a reaction off of here now. Bullish divergence is the most powerful when you pair it along with levels, okay? Now, the reason that you always want to look on your daily chart is because you can't see this if you don't know what to look for. I call it levels instead of support or resistance most of the time because a support or resistance can flip. All right. So you look here in 2023, this same 76.39 level was a resistance. PayPal had a really tough time getting above and staying above this, right? So you had a really tough time at this 76. Notice another rejection here. Notice as we come back, this line didn't move. This is the same exact area. All right. So the sellers have brought it back down again, trying to break it down. And the buyers at this point are winning at the moment. Doesn't mean that it can't pull back. Doesn't mean that this play won't work and it will, end up breaking support. You don't know. But the thing about stocks, and especially when you're trading using technical analysis, be on the side of probability. All right. So the probability here is saying that we are more probable to possibly bounce because we are at a support that we've been holding and we have a setup called bullish divergence. And you can even add in the fact that we have reclaimed the 200 MA on the daily chart. All right. So I really like I like PayPal. I think the more time you can get with it, the better. But I wouldn't be surprised if you just have like a 1 or 2 nice gap up days would do your contracts pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't go anything shorter than. And before I say this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. Yeah, take the trades at your own risk. But 1 or 2 gap up days would do your contracts nice. I probably wouldn't go any shorter than a month out. A month to 3 months probably the sweet spot for it. Give it time to play out. I mean, but here as it has gotten back down here, it hasn't taken long at all for it to surge back to 80 plus. So if we're on the side of history, then it should happen pretty quickly here. But we'll see, man. The market has been very volatile, right? So one thing that can make or break this play, possibly, is SPY. So if SPY does end up breaking out, I am very confident that PayPal will probably continue upward as well. If SPY ends up faking out and it sends us back down, PayPal could be a fake out, right? So that's just a chance that you take kind of at the top of this range here. So yeah, I really like PayPal. Now, another one that I've been talking about for a while now is Snow. So Snow actually looks really good. So Snow this is a cup and handle pattern right here, right? Cup and handle pattern, and it has broken out and now it's kind of retesting. All right. The only thing I don't like about Snow is that it has earnings coming up. I don't really like to play earnings. So I probably would leave this one alone for now, unless you want to be really risky, because you don't know what earnings is going to do. But if I had to guess, I'd probably say he'll probably go up if I had to guess, just given the technicals. something else that is on the edge of being a really good play that I'm just kind of scared to take right now is Microsoft. So Microsoft here is right at these levels where it has been holding mostly around this 406 to 410 ish level. We've kind of been getting back down here and bouncing, right? So think about it again. What can make this play work out? SPY breaking out could make this play work out. What could make it fail? SPY rejecting. All right. So I really like I like Microsoft. I don't know. I wouldn't take it right now. I probably wouldn't. Another one that I was watching is SMCI. So you guys might notice that I like to play the strength, right? SMCI is very strong right here. It has broken this little downtrend that it was in since August of last year. And you are about to approach a pretty tough level right here, right around 50. Okay? If we're able to break 50, we can see another pretty big push on SMCI. So I do like SMCI. That's going to be heavy on my watch for a day trade this week. SMCI definitely one of my top watches for a day trade for sure. I don't think the contracts are that expensive either. So yeah, I like SMCI. All right. So those are a couple stocks that I like. Once again, as far as SPY and QQQ, we're at breakout points for both, right? So we're just trying to see if they are going to break out or if they are going to stay in this range. It's really not a whole lot to it. I would suggest right now that you kind of more so day trade more than anything. It would be tough to swing breakouts right now, right? I would only probably swing things that you're buying the dip on, to be honest with you. And I wouldn't even go super heavy in those. Swings just have been pretty difficult past couple months with, tariffs and Trump opening his mouth and just all kind of stuff. Yeah. I'll also talk a little bit about Tesla, man. So Tesla has a lot going on. Tesla has a lot going on. Now, something that you will always notice, and I'll take everything off. We don't need it. Something you will always notice about a stock is people love it the most when it's doing good, and people hate it the most when it drops a little bit. Now, years ago, when Tesla was up here, I don't know how many of you was trading at this time. I was. When Tesla was up here, Tesla was actually over $2,000 because they had a 5-to-1 or 1-to-5, however it goes. They had a stock split, right? So Tesla was over $2,000, and people was loving Tesla. After they split, Tesla had a rough few years, man. They had a rough few years where they came down a lot, and people wrote off Tesla a little bit. But what people don't understand is Tesla. Look at this run that Tesla had in a year, right? So this is post-split numbers, but Tesla went from $21 to over $400 in a year and some change. All right. So when stocks have these big up moves, expect it to pull back. Now, a lot of times stock prices aren't always warranted. All right. Stock prices are not always warranted. Sometimes stocks do get inflated because all stocks do not recover. If you want to see an example, take a look at my buddy CGC right here. CGC was a stock that was super expensive, right? Off of hype. Okay? But never had the numbers to kind of back it up. All right? And then, of course, you got the regulations. This is a weed stock. So you got the regulations and everything like that. But what I'm trying to tell you here is don't bet against certain people. Right? I wouldn't bet against certain people. And I'm not saying if you have Tesla that it's not time to sell some, right? I definitely think if you've been holding, I've been holding since down here. All right. So I got into this in February of last year. So I bought low. Right. Am I saying that Tesla is going to go to 6, 700, 800? I don't know. But I wouldn't be scared off of this because you have to realize where it came from. Tesla just came from under $200. It had a low down here of this, 135, 138, and it hit almost $500. Expect people to take profits. That doesn't always mean that something's wrong with the company. Now, does that also warrant Elon Musk to do everything that he's doing right now? Who knows, right? And a lot of people talk about car sales and things like that. The crazy part is, I think they're trying to get out of the cars. I think they're trying to get away from the cars, not totally, but I don't think they're trying to make that as their main business anymore. I think they're getting away from it, in my opinion. Just seeing the new products, right? So the robot, what else they had? They had the buses, the taxi. I think that they're trying to get into a whole market that isn't even priced in yet. And that's just my opinion. Me personally, I wouldn't bet against the richest man in the world. I just wouldn't. All right. You know, the last time they bet against a great CEO, and I don't like all the stuff he does about the politics. You know, personally, I don't really like politics. You know, the last time they bet against a good CEO was here, right? They bet against Mark Zuckerberg. This drop was largely part due to he had a bad investment into the metaverse, right? Maybe went in heavy with it a little bit too early, and it did cut into the balance a little bit. So this stock had a drop all the way from $380 now to $95. You don't bet against great CEOs. If you bet against them down here, look what he did to you up here. All right? So that's all I'm saying. Stay with the people that's winning, man. Trade safe this week. If you guys are tuning in, man, let me know if you guys want to see more of this. We'll do more. Watching PayPal for sure. Also keep an eye out on SMCI. And just to recap, SPY needs to break out, or it's probably going to be a fake out, and things might be stagnant still. Same thing for QQQ. Trade safe this week. I don't think we have a lot of data, so we might have a free week, so we'll see. If you guys want to, you can join the free Discord. I'll leave a link in the description. And yeah, I appreciate y'all hopping on, man. I'm planning on going live a lot more often. Probably going live just about every day. So let me know if you guys like this or not, and I'll do more of it. I appreciate y'all hopping on. I'll see y'all later.